Kiraitu Murungi has spent decades in Kenya's public life, building a reputation as a sharp legal mind, reform advocate, and influential politician. Yet, like many long-serving public figures, his career has also been shadowed by controversy and intense political scrutiny. Throughout his long career, Kiraitu Murungi became involved in several high-profile controversies, many of which emerged during his tenure in the administration of Mwai Kibaki. The most significant controversy connected to him was the Anglo leasing scandal, a major corruption scandal involving billions of Kenya shillings lost through questionable government security contracts. At the time, Murungi was serving as Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs. The controversy escalated when recordings released by anti-corruption advisor John Gathungo appeared to suggest that Murungi had encouraged him to abandon investigations into the scandal to protect powerful political interests. The recordings sparked a national uproar and placed Murungi under immense pressure. In February 2006, he resigned from the cabinet as the controversy intensified. However, investigations by the Kenya Anti-Corruption Commission later cleared him of wrongdoing, and he was eventually reinstated to government as Minister for Energy. Murungi also faced political criticism for allegedly being part of what commentators often described as the Mount Kenya Mafia, a term used by critics to describe a perceived inner circle of politicians from the Mount Kenya region who were believed to wield disproportionate influence within Kibaki's government. Another public backlash came during his time as energy minister when he made a remark that critics interpreted as telling opponents of government policies to go and die. The statement sparked widespread outrage and was frequently cited by political rivals as an example of arrogance among powerful officials. Further controversy emerged in 2009 during the Triton oil scandal, a major financial scandal involving the unauthorized release of petroleum products worth billions of Kenya shillings to a private firm. Although the primary suspect was businessman Yagnesh Devani, Murungi's ministry faced heavy criticism for failing to properly supervise the petroleum sector at the time. Years later, during the heated campaigns leading to the 2022 general elections, his political opponents, including Kawira Mwangaza, accused him of running a political administration that was detached from the struggles of ordinary citizens. They also alleged that his leadership in Meru had become overly dynastic. Murungi also faced persistent questions from critics regarding the source of his considerable wealth, though he consistently maintained that his assets were the result of decades of legal practice and legitimate investments. Kiraitu Murungi was born on January 1, 1952, in Kionyo Village, South Imenti, in present-day Meru County, Kenya. He was the firstborn son of Daniel M. Mawarania and Angelica Kiajia, growing up in a large family of 18 children. His childhood unfolded during the final years of British colonial rule in Kenya, a turbulent period shaped by the Mau Mau uprising. His father was considered rebellious by the colonial authorities, and at one point the family's home was burned down during the conflict. As a result, Murungi experienced the harsh realities of life under colonial rule, including time spent in a colonial-era concentration camp. During his childhood, he was known by the name Tito Ikunda, before later adopting the name Kiraitu Murungi. Murungi's academic journey began at Kairiune Primary School before he transferred to Kionyo Primary School, where he completed his early education between 1960 and 1967. He later attended Chuka High School, where he excelled academically and won the Best Student Prize in 1971. For his advanced secondary studies, he joined the prestigious Alliance High School, one of Kenya's most respected institutions. Murungi proceeded to the University of Nairobi, where he earned a Bachelor of Laws degree in 1977, graduating with upper-class honors. He later obtained a Master of Laws degree in 1982 from the same university. In 1991, while living in exile in the United States during Kenya's pro-democracy struggles, he pursued a second Master of Laws degree at Harvard Law School, where he was reportedly a classmate of future U.S. President Barack Obama. Murungi has continued pursuing academic interests even in later life. In 2023, he completed a degree in positive psychology, often referred to as a degree in happiness, from the Happiness Studies Academy in New York. After graduating from university, Murungi received a postgraduate diploma in law from the Kenya School of Law in 1978. He also obtained a certificate in legal drafting from the Commonwealth Secretariat in 1980 and later qualified as a certified public secretary. Before entering elective politics, Murungi built a strong reputation as a lawyer and human rights activist. In 1980, he co-founded the law firm Kamau Kuria, Kiraitu, and Ringera Advocates, which would later become one of the country's prominent legal practices. During the 1980s and early 1990s, he was closely involved in Kenya's pro-democracy movement. He represented political detainees and prisoners, including activist Wanyeri Kihoro, and became associated with a group of reform-minded politicians and lawyers, often referred to as the Young Turks, who pushed for the reintroduction of multi-party democracy. Murungi also served briefly as a lecturer at the Kenya School of Law between 1978 and 1979. And later joined the faculty of the University of Nairobi as a law lecturer beginning in 1984. Murungi entered elective politics in 1992 when he was elected Member of Parliament for South Imenti. He would hold the seat for 2 decades. During the presidency of Mwai Kibaki, he rose to become one of the most influential figures in government. He served as Minister for Justice and Constitutional Affairs from 2003 to 2005, and later as Minister for Energy from 2006 to 2013. While serving in the Energy Ministry, he oversaw major developments in Kenya's energy sector, including the expansion of rural electrification and the discovery of oil deposits in Turkana County. Following the adoption of Kenya's devolved system of government under the 2010 Constitution, Murungi continued his political career at the county level. In 2013, he was elected the first senator of Meru County, representing the region in the National Senate. In 2017, he was elected the second governor of Meru County, serving until 2022. During his tenure, he promoted development initiatives including the Meru Youth Service, which aimed to empower young people through employment and training programs. However, in the 2022 general election, he lost his re-election bid to Kawira Mwangaza. In early 2026, Murungi formally announced his retirement from active elective politics after more than 4 decades in public life. He expressed a desire to step away from what he described as high-temperature politics and instead focus on promoting workplace well-being and happiness. He currently serves as chairman of the board of the National Oil Corporation of Kenya and as a commissioner with the Kenya Law Reform Commission. He has also embraced a new role as a Chief Happiness Officer at the Happiness Resource Center, where he coaches organizations and individuals on leadership and personal well-being. Murungi has been married for more than 3 decades to Priscilla Katuguchi Murungi. The couple reportedly met on a dance floor where Murungi competed with another suitor and ultimately impressed her with his dancing skills. Priscilla has played an active public role throughout his political career and frequently appeared alongside him at official functions, particularly during his time as governor of Meru. Together, they have 4 children, Nkatha Murungi, Mwenda Murungi, McKenna Murungi, and Anita Murungi. Some of their family events have drawn national attention, including the high-profile weddings of Mwenda and McKenna, which were attended by leading Kenyan political figures. Although Murungi has never publicly declared his full net worth, he is widely regarded as one of the wealthiest political figures in the Meru region. His wealth is believed to stem from several sources, including his legal practice, real estate investments, and business ventures. As a co-founder of Kamau Korea, Kiraitu and Ringera Advocates, he handled high-profile legal cases for many years before transitioning fully into politics. He is also reported to own substantial property holdings in both Nairobi and Meru County, including residential homes and commercial developments. He has been linked to the development of a shopping mall in Meru Town and previously held interests in the Nakubu Heritage Hotel. Murungi is also believed to hold shares in Gulf Energy, a major petroleum company in the region. In one notable act of philanthropy, he donated 500 hectares of his personal land in Mitungu to help resettle squatters from neighboring communities, a move intended to promote peace and stability in the region. After more than 40 years in law, activism, and politics, Kiraitu Murungi's career reflects the complex journey of Kenya's post-independence leadership. From defending political prisoners and advocating for democratic reforms, to serving in cabinet and leading a county government, his influence has spanned multiple eras of Kenyan politics. While controversies have followed him throughout his career, he remains a significant figure in the country's political and legal history, now seeking to redefine his legacy by promoting well-being and happiness in public and professional life.